Welcome to DWBI Adda channel. Please subscribe for latest training videos.
Hello everyone. I'm welcoming you to a new series visualizing linear relationships. In this session, we shall be covering the concept of plotting linear regression models, which is a very common method in business intelligence and data science domain in particular. Let's start the session. We are going to start this session with the basic definition of linear regression. Linear regression is a statistical concept for predictive analysis. In a simple sentence, it is a linear approach for modeling the relationship between a scalar response and one or more independent variables. We basically try to fit a linear equation to observe the relationship between data samples, and the main focus is forecasting. We have two kinds of linear regression, simple and multiple linear regression. In the case of one independent variable, it is simple linear regression, and if we consider multiple independent variables, it is multiple linear regression. But the core agenda is to examine these three aspects. Does a set of predictors do a good job in predicting the outcome? Secondly, it checks whether variables are significant for outcome variables. And finally, how the predictors influence the outcome variable. In the next section, we will demonstrate an example of linear regression. Many data sets contain multiple quantitative variables, and the goal of an analysis is often to relate those variables to each other. It can be very helpful to use statistical models to estimate a simple relationship between two noisy set of observations. Let's consider this left plot. It is a simple scatter plot for total bill and tip variables. From this scatter plot, we can understand that they have positive and strong correlation. But it is not possible to understand how exactly the trend is available in the pattern. To visualize this, Seaborn helps us with its linear regression plots. In this right plot, we have both the scatter and regression line. From this, we can easily understand the trend of the data. In the spirit of Tukey, the regression plots in Seaborn are primarily intended to add a visual guide that helps to emphasize patterns in a dataset during exploratory analysis. Two main functions, lmplot and regplot, are used to visualize a linear relationship as determined through regression. These functions are closely related and share much of their core functionality. In the simple invocation, both functions draw a scatter plot of two variables and then feed the regression model and plot the resulting regression line and a 95% confidence interval for that regression. Both the function has a good number of parameters to represent the plots effectively. The x and y parameter are input data variables. We can add third variable in the hue parameter, and it will produce group elements with different colors. We have to assign our dataset to this data argument. This col and row parameter contains categorical variables that will determine the faceting of the grid. We may use a specific function in xestimate, and that will be applied to each unique value of x and plot the resulting estimate. Finally, this xbin will bin the x variable into discrete bins and then estimate the central tendency and a confidence interval. Now we are going to Jupyter and continue there. First, we are going to import Seaborn and Matplotlib libraries. We will also set Seaborn color codes as true. In this specific session, we will work with the tips dataset. We will load this dataset to a local variable using load dataset function. Our tips dataset contains total 6 variables, and of them total bill, tip and size are continuous variable and others are character variables. Now let us begin with the regression plot in Seaborn. Regression plots in Seaborn can be easily implemented with the help of regplot function. This regplot creates a scatter plot with a very simple linear regression plot. We are going to draw our first regression plot using this regplot function. We are setting total bill in x-axis and tip in y-axis. Let's execute this. X and Y parameters are specified to provide values for X and Y axes. SNS.set_style is used to have a grid in the background instead of a default white background. The data parameter is used to specify the data source. It generates a regression line with 95% confidence interval for that regression. Now we will generate a regression plot using the same data. The only difference is instead of regplot, we will use lmplot. Let's execute this. The resulting regplot and lmplot are identical except that the figure shapes are different. The other main difference to know about is that regplot accepts the X and Y variables in a variety of formats including simple NumPy array, pandas series objects, or as a pandas data frame. In contrast, in lmplot the X and Y variables must be specified as strings. Other than this input flexibility, regplot possesses a subset of implot's features. We can easily add markers to our plots. In the marker parameter, we have to mention the specific marker. Let's execute this. This is our regression plot where the points are replaced by specific markers. It is also possible to fit a linear regression when one of the variables takes discrete values. We set size categorical variable in x-axis. If we execute this first statement, it will generate a regression line for this specific combination. The Seaborn function generates a regplot for size categorical variable and tip continuous variable. We can add some noise jitter to this x jitter parameter. By the way, this jitter won't influence the regression line. So we have added jitter, but regression lines is the same as previous. Now in the final section, we will focus on the parameter x_estimator. We can set a mean function and Seaborn will generate the mean for same x values and draw a regression line for that. This filled circle is the mean of y values for the specific x. Similar to this is the mean value of y at x equals to 2, and it generates the mean value same ways. And this is our desired regression line, which is generated for size and tip variables. We have completed our demonstration in Jupyter. Now returning to the presentation. In today's session, we have explained the strategy to draw this regression line for a set of data. That's all for today. See you in the next tutorial.